The season OG that we are getting this year is, in fact, confirmed to be Chapter 2, like many of us have been speculating since the end of the first season OG we got last year on the month of November. Ever since the Chapter 1 season OG ended, many people, including myself, have been speculating that this year's season OG would be Chapter 2 instead of Chapter 1 this time around. And the main reason we have been speculating is because at the end of Season OG, Epic Games announced that Season OG would be returning this year. And ever since then, many players, including myself, have started to speculate that this year's Season OG would in fact be revolving around Chapter 2. And just a few days ago, it's been confirmed that in fact that this year's Season OG will in fact be the return of Chapter 2. And you guys might be wondering, what seasons of Chapter 2 are we going to be getting throughout the throughout the month of November for this year? And to answer your question, we are getting the first 3 seasons of Chapter 2 for this year's Season OG. So obviously we're getting Chapter 2 Season 1, Chapter 2 Season 2, and Chapter 2 Season 3. Now, me personally, I don't have a single problem with this because 2 of my favorite seasons are in there. And those 2 seasons are Chapter 2 Season 2 and Chapter 2 Season 3. Those are 2 of my favorite Fortnite seasons ever. And I am beyond excited to get to play both Chapter 2 Season 2 and Chapter 2 Season 3 for a second time around. And I am beyond excited to even get to play on the Chapter 2 map once again. And I am so excited to play Chapter 2 Season 2, to drop at the agency, drop at the grotto, to drop at the shark, the rig, and the yacht. I am so excited. I'm not sure if they're going to bring back the Deadpool yacht and his mythic pistol. If they do, that'll be awesome. If they can't, I I won't really care. So it is what it is. Although I will say this, I wish instead of them doing Chapter 2 Season 1, 2, and 3, I wish they did Chapter 2 Season 2, 3, and 4. That way we get 3 back-to-back peak seasons. But I'm fine with Chapter 2 Season 1, 2, and 3. I am fine with that. I am happy with that. I am grateful with that. I'm grateful for them even bringing back Chapter 2. I am beyond grateful for Epic Games actually deciding to do Chapter 2 for this year's Season OG. I am so grateful. Chapter 2 was when I first started playing, and Chapter 2 is my favorite chapter to this day. My second favorite chapter so far is Chapter 5 so far. So yeah, I am beyond grateful, and I am beyond hyped. I am beyond excited to get to play Chapter 2 again on this November. So yeah. Again, like I said earlier, the seasons of Chapter 2 that we're going to be getting for this year's Season OG, which is the return of Chapter 2, are going to be the first 3 seasons of Chapter 2, which are Chapter 2 Season 1, Chapter 2 Season 2, and Chapter 2 Season 3. Obviously, Chapter 2 Season 1 had the map, the Chapter 2 map, and with the locations, which are Steamy Stacks, Holly Hedges, Dirty Docks, Retail Row, Salty Springs, Lazy Lake, Misty Meadows, Slurpy Swamp, Sweaty Sands, Pleasant Park, Craggy Cliffs, and I believe those were all of the locations for Chapter 2 Season 1. In Chapter 2 Season 2, we got like 5 new locations. Those are obviously the Agency, the Grotto, the Rig, the Shark, and the Yacht, which later on in the season got upgraded to being the Deadpool Yacht. And then Chapter 2 Season 3, we only got 2 new locations in Chapter 2 Season 3. And those were the Fortilla and the Coral Castle, if I'm not wrong. Maybe there was a couple of other new locations, but right now I only remember the Fortilla and Coral Castle being the two new locations that we got in Chapter Season 3. And obviously, excuse me, and obviously in Chapter Season 3, we got the entire map being flooded. So yeah, I honestly cannot wait for Chapter 2 Season 3 because I miss the map being flooded. Chapter 2 Season 3 was one of my favorite seasons, was one of my favorite seasons ever because of the fact that that season had the entire map, well, almost the entire map flooded. And I honestly love that concept. The concept of making the entire Fortnite island underwater, that was an amazing concept. I loved that. That was amazing. And I am happy that they are bringing back Chapter 2 Season 3. But yeah. But if I'm being honest, the season I'm most excited for in the Chapter 2 Season OG is Chapter 2 Season 2. I honestly cannot wait to drop at the agency, man. Like, I missed the agency. Oh yeah, speaking of the agency, I almost forgot to mention the in Chapter 2 Season 3 we also had one more new location. That was the Authority. I completely forgot about the Authority. But yeah, those are three new locations in Chapter 2 Season 3 that I forgot to mention. So yeah. But yeah, I cannot wait to play Chapter 2 Season 2 for a second time, man. Chapter 2 Season 2 is my number one favorite season of all time in Fortnite's history. That season had the agency. It had the grotto, the rig, the shark, and the yacht. It had the mythic Midas drum gun. It had the mythic Sky's assault rifle. It had the mythic Buddhist minigun. And those three mythics I just mentioned were insanely OP mythics. It had the TNT's mythic Kaboombo. It had Sky's mythic grappler gun. It had Meowsicle's mythic Pew Pew rifle. It had the mythic Goldfish. And it had Deadpool's mythic dual pistols. It had Deadpool's yacht. That season had one of the best events ever. That season had the device event, which was obviously the event that flooded the entire map the next season. And that was also the same season where the storm turned into water in the final week of during that season. This season had this season introduced the Kingsman umbrella, which I have been waiting for them to bring back ever since that season. I don't know why they vaulted the Kingsman umbrella and they never brought it back. Also, I almost forgot to mention in Chapter 2 Season 3, they added a mushroom, a mushroom friend that has been gone ever since. And yeah, Chapter 2 Season 2 had one of the greatest battle passes. It had Agent Peely and Midas and all that. But obviously, they're not going to bring back the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass. Obviously, they are doing a remixed version of Chapter 2 for the Battle Pass. So yeah, they're going to remix, or they're going to mix Chapter 2 skins. And those are the skins that are going to be in this year's Season OG's Battle Pass. So yeah. Chapter 2 was just an amazing season overall, and I honestly cannot wait to play Chapter 2 in general and the map, and I just can't wait to play Chapter 2 Season 2. And now, since this year's Season OG is only going to feature the first 3 seasons of Chapter 2, this has led me wondering, is next year's Season OG going to be the final few seasons of Chapter 2, or is next Season OG going to be Chapter 3? I'm not sure. I really hope next year's Season OG is either going to be Chapter 3 or it's going to be continuing the Chapter 2 seasons. I think I think they're most likely going to do Chapter 3 OG, but I think they might also continue the Chapter 2 seasons. So yeah. Maybe they're going to do 3 more seasons. Maybe next year they're going to do Chapter 2 Season 4, Chapter 2 Season 5, and Chapter 2 Season 6. Or maybe they do all of the chapter 2 seasons. Maybe next year they do chapter 2 season 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So maybe next year they do the final 5 seasons of chapter 2. Or next year they just do chapter 3 OG. I would be happy with either one of the options that I just said. That they on what they could be doing for next year's season OG. I think they're most likely going to be doing chapter 3 OG instead of doing the final 5 seasons for chapter 2. But you never know. I could be wrong. So yeah, this is just me speculating, and yeah. But hey guys, that's it for this video. I just wanted to cover. I just wanted to tell you guys that this year's season OG will in fact be chapter 2 and not chapter 1 again. But yeah, I am honestly still shocked that Epic Games actually decided to bring back chapter 2 instead of chapter 1 for this year's season OG. I am shocked that they actually went on with the idea of bringing back chapter 2 for this year's season OG. And the reason I'm so shocked that Epic Games has decided to do this is because during chapter 2, when it was first launched and when it was first releasing, people hated chapter 2. And back then I didn't hate chapter 2. I loved chapter 2. But many other people disagreed with me. And I am shocked that Epic Games actually went on with the idea of bringing back chapter 2 for this year's season OG. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. I am beyond grateful. I am beyond excited for this. I'm just shocked. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that this year's season OG will in fact be chapter 2. Please do consider subscribing. We are so close to 400 subs. I would love to hit 1K before the end of the year, but if we hit 500 or more subs, I would be beyond grateful and I will be happy. But if we do reach 1K, but if we don't, I will be happy if we get 500 or more subs. But again, please consider subscribing. We are so close to 400 subs. Right now, if I'm not wrong, we are at 358 subs. We are just a couple of subs. We're not a couple. We are. Yeah, we're like 20 subs away from hitting 400 subs. I'm sorry, my math is bad right now. But yeah, I hate math. I hate math. I'm sorry. My math is horrible. But yeah, please consider subscribing. I upload a lot of content throughout the weekends. So yeah, if you guys don't like my content, that's completely fine. You don't have to subscribe. But if you guys do like my content, please consider subscribing. We are so close to 400 subs. And yeah, I would love to hit 1K before the end by the end of the year. But if we can't, then that's completely fine. I'll be completely happy if we reach 500 or more subs. But hey guys, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your day. Peace. Have a good rest of the day, please. Bye.